Hello everybody, it's Monstertaming Bisloba coming at you with another Kindred Fates video. This time I'm going to be playing around with Mechid and Slifer for the most part. You're just trying to use some kinfolk I don't really use that much, just to shake things up a bit. Oh no, I did not mean to do that, but luckily they were already taking defensive measures so they couldn't really react. Well, that was a pretty good little combo there. But we just barely dodged that debuff. Oh, I was scared they might get away with a rest or something there. Ooh, that would have been a stun, but sadly, I didn't time it right. They had just switched out. Oh, we have a debuff Skullkin going on here, so we need to watch out for that. So that Skullkin's been taken care of. I'm actually pretty interested to see the extent of how good debuffs are. Really, like fighting someone who's using debuffs when I'm not using debuffs at all. I want to see how much of an advantage it gives them. Ooh, that was an amazing jump right there. But we did get burned. Wow, Mecha got burned too. Hmm. I'm definitely erring on the side of caution here. I know Skulkin has the rations and Ember has the peach. So I'm not super worried about Mechid. Ooh, Shovel has aloe. What the heck? I don't think I've literally ever seen a Shovel use aloe before. Still gonna do damage to him though. Considerable damage even. I don't really care if Ember gets debuffed, because I can just rush in and just annihilate Skulkin like that. And this Mechid is so low on health that, yep, GG. Like I was gonna say, so low on health, the rage wouldn't even help. So I think that is a pretty good indication that, you know, you don't, debuffs aren't blatantly overpowered. I think if you change the way the cooldowns work, it's not gonna like bridge a gap in a game. Like I won that game 2-0 using no debuffs. And their debuffs, even when they did hit me, weren't enough to, you know, make a significant difference. If anything, Emperor's Scorch made way more of a difference than the debuffs. They had debuffs on two different kinfolk there, and Scorch did way more damage to me than either debuff did. and they only had Scorch on one kinfolk. At the end of the day, debuffs just make it easier to kill your opponent / harder for your opponent to kill you, but they don't actually do damage. Well, they do, but it's like 1 or 4 or something ridiculously small. Where Scorch kills kinfolk. After you get burned, if you do not have aloe, you're done for. After you get poisoned, if you don't have chrysantidote, you're done for. So that's why I think that debuffs are in a relatively good spot with some cooldown tweaks versus something like dots, which that was just ridiculous what happened. I didn't realize that my Mechid was going to get burned, and that cost me my Mechid, and if my Slifer didn't have aloe, it would have cost me my Slifer. I would have been down 2 kinfolk there, which is far, far, far more effective than their debuffs. They hit my Ember with a debuff. I just literally let them hit Ember with Startle, and it didn't have any effect on the outcome of the game because that I was just, throwing Ember away in a trade versus Skullkin, and like, oh well. The Skullkin couldn't really react as well, but with that Scorch, the Ember could kind of hide away from it. I couldn't have really done that trade if I was standing in Scorch because the damage ticks plus the burn stagger would have been too much and the trade would have just failed. Same thing if they had used like Caustic Cloud. The Caustic Cloud would have probably ended up killing me, or I couldn't have saw where Skullkin was going and they could have escaped, etc., etc. So that is my argument for why I think debuffs aren't particularly overpowered. But anyways, this has been Monstertaming Bisloba, signing off. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye. God bless. See ya.